All my life, I have associated special feelings with my home. This house, bought many years ago with Sophia's father, was not just a roof over my head. It was a place where our family traditions were born, where children laughed, and where deep memories took root over time, which I cherished as a shrine. When Sophia's father died, my daughter and I tried for a long time to preserve this fortress, but changes began to take place between us that I could not understand at the time. Sophia has been strong and determined since her youth. She often shocked me with her ambitions. It seemed to me that she was trying to separate herself not only from me, but also from all those roots that connected us with home in the past. She was almost 30 years old, but she sounded as if it was hard for her to breathe in our family circle, as if the house was a cage for her, not a refuge. The first alarm bells started ringing a couple of years ago. Sophia began to come home less often, stopped calling on holidays, and our conversation was dry and formal. I tried not to notice it, too scrupulously carefully storing our best moments in my memory. But one day, quite recently, she said bluntly, "Mom, this house is no longer yours and not mine. I want us both to move on, to let go of the past. I'm thinking of selling it." Those words were like a blow. I couldn't believe that my daughter, whom I had cherished and supported all my life, had decided to get rid of my past so easily, along with the house that I considered my stronghold. It wasn't just a conversation, it was a verdict. I tried to explain to her that this house is our history, our family, that it cannot be abandoned so easily. But Sophia was adamant. She was talking about a new beginning, a new life that we both have to build, separately. For her, the house became the epitome of everything old and unnecessary. It was hard for me to look at that composure. I still remembered the days when she was a little girl stealing candy from the kitchen, when we decorated the Christmas tree in the living room together, how she cried under my wing during difficult times. And now it's like she's deleted me and our memories as an unnecessary burden. At first, I thought I could come to an agreement, find a compromise, but Sophia was determined and even a little cruel in her desires. She started taking steps to arrange the sale, regardless of my opinion. She assured me that everything was clean in the documents, that the house was supposedly her property, and that there was nothing more I could do. All this hurt me not only as a mother, but as a person who has long been associated with this place. There was a painful feeling of betrayal and powerlessness. I felt like they just wanted to cut me out of life. And then an unusual cruelty awakened in me, the guardian of justice and revenge. I didn't make any scenes or scandals. Instead, I started to deal with the legal aspects in order to understand what kind of real power I have. It turned out that the house was indeed registered to Sophia, but a significant part of the property, alas, belonged to me by right of inheritance. Selling without my consent would be illegal. This discovery gave me strength. I decided to take the drastic step of putting the house up for sale myself, but at a price that would not allow Sophia to realize her plans quickly. So I took my revenge, not by action, but by control and force. This house was no longer hers alone. When Sophia found out about the sale, she was furious. A heated argument broke out, where the words took on a sharp and painful tone. She accused me of betrayal, recalled all the old grievances, as if I myself was not to blame for the fact that there was a gap between us. But I didn't break down. I explained that I sold the house not for the sake of money, but for the sake of dignity, so that she would understand the importance of respect and family values. Yes, I was strong and tough, but I did not allow myself to be forgotten and broken. After the deal, I moved into a small apartment nearby. It was not a surrender, but a reboot. I wanted to show that I can start anew, without resentment and bitterness, but with new boundaries and principles. Time flew by, and Sophia's heart began to soften. She realized that trying to get rid of me along with the house had turned into her own loss, not financially, but emotionally. We started trying to build a dialogue from scratch, gentle, honest, without demands and expectations. We realized that we can't erase the past as a dirty record, that memory and roots are what unites us, even if it seems different now. Now, our family is like a fragile glass vessel. It cracks easily, but it can be repaired if you take care of each other. I lost the house that was and remains a symbol of our life, but I gained something more important: respect, understanding, boundaries, and unconditional love. And even though my daughter wanted to get rid of me, her plan failed. I'm still here, strong and independent, and I won't stop being a part of her life, even if we chose different paths.